Howdy race fans, welcome to my little show about motorsports I like to call In the Pits with me, StockCar Scott, here each Wednesday on the YouTube during racing season when I feel like it. There was just too much racing this week and I loved it, but it gives me a lot to cover, so I'm going to see how fast I can get through all the other stuff to have more time for racing up here in the Northwest. Starting Thursday, ARCA ran a 100-lap, 150-mile race at Chicagoland, the first of 4 races there for the long race weekend. Young Chase Briscoe won his 5th race this season, and John West Townley was second. Of course, Chase Briscoe leads the points going into the next ARCA race that will be Friday night at Kentucky. But last Friday night, the Camping World Truck Series ran 151 laps at Chicagoland, and the Toad was there and ruined the race for me and any chance for any other truck regular driver there to win their way into the Truck Series chase, which starts on Saturday at New Hampshire, my least favorite track on the NASCAR circuit. The Toad's new phenom, William Byron, who will be driving in the Xfinity Series for Rick Hendricks and Dale Jr. next season, leads the truck driver standings with 5 wins going into their playoffs, seating him in first while Matt Crafton is seated second. But currently in the Xfinity Series, it is the old phenom, Eric Jones, who leads the standings going into their chase with his 4th win that he picked up on Saturday as the series ran its final regular season race with the 200 laps at Chicagoland. Luckily, the Toad stumbled towards the end of the race, allowing Jones, who is going Sprint Cup racing next season in a Furniture Row Racing Toyota, gave him the chance to race against Elliott Sadler and Kyle Larson for a very exciting win. Next for the Xfinity Series is Kentucky for the first race of their new chase this Saturday night, and I seriously doubt there will be many Cup drivers, if any, there, because they'll be at New Hampshire for the second race of the Cup chase. But first things first, Sunday at Chicago was the last race there for the weekend and the first race of the Sprint Cup chase. And Chase Elliott nearly won the dang thing. My oldest brother's rookie favorite came within just a handful of laps from winning his first Cup race in the Hendricks Napa 24 Chevy, but a blown tire on another car brought the caution out. That led to the NASCAR Legacy driver finishing a heartbreaking 3rd place. That still positions him in the chase, positions him very well in the chase that no one really expected that he would make as a rookie. Martin Truex Jr., favorite driver of a good friend of mine there, J.J. Haight, had a great final pit stop that won him the race, and that old joker Logano, he was able to finish second. My younger brother's favorite, Happy Harvick, had a horrible first race of the chase, finishing 20th, and my wife's Biffle had a worse day, finishing 26th, while Junior's substitute, Alex Bowman, had a pretty good day for him, finishing 10th. As I mentioned, the next chase race is this coming Sunday at a track I don't really like at all, but I'll still watch it because, you know, all races matter. The other races that mattered last Sunday were the Formula One Grand Prix of Singapore and the IndyCar finale at Sonoma, California. At Singapore, what's his name, Rosberg won from the pole and he was followed by Mr. Smiley, Daniel Ricciardo, in a Red Bull in second. And what's his name's Mercedes teammate, Lewis Hamilton, was in third. And I do believe that's the way they qualified. With the win, Rosberg passes my favorite there, Lewis Hamilton, in the points with their next Grand Prix in Malaysia on October the 2nd. As I said, IndyCar had their finale on Sunday at Sonoma, and the race, as well as the championship, was won by Frenchman Simon Pagenaud in a Penske Chevy-powered Dallara race car over his teammate Will Power, who had transmission problems during early part of the race in this finale for the season of IndyCar. I saw one more set of races over the weekend that I recorded on Saturday while I was out. These were two K&N West races from a two-day event at a road course near Tule, Utah, during the second weekend of September. Noah Gragson won both of those races. The next K&N race is kind of close by. It's Saturday at Meridian, Idaho, a track where I've actually gone to see a race before. That brings us back to the Northwest in hopefully a little under 7 minutes, about 20 late model laps at the half mile of Yakima Speedway, where I spent Saturday night, along with a few race fans from South Speedway, as they were rained out for their late model and mini stock races that will be added to this week's lineup in with the super late models and the hobby stocks and a couple other divisions. So that's where I'll be headed this coming weekend. But back to last weekend at Yakima for the season finale for the Better All Auto Sales Twisted Tea West Coast Late Model Series second annual Greg Peterson Memorial 100, along with championship finales for Yakima Super Stocks, Mini Stocks, and Hornets. Oh, and the dreaded Bump to Pass. So, before the West Coast Late Models finale ran, Cheyenne Trujillo won both the Mini Stock and the Hornet championships, and Mike Hill won the Super Stock championship. Then after the Greg Peterson Memorial 100, Bo Barnett became the Bump to Pass champ. And of course, all races matter, but I was there to see 23 local and regional late model drivers race in the West Coast Late Model Season Finale, where 5 drivers, Jim Franklin, Doug Poirier, Kyler Conda, Andy Beeman, and defending champion Buck Knoll Jr. were there with a credible shot to become champion for this year. The race was under a full moon as fireworks lit up the sky across Interstate 82 behind the backstretch, and on the track, fireworks were provided by 23 ramped-up race car drivers ready to run. Before the lap 2 was completed, Mike Brooks had spun on the front stretch, but kept going, and then championship contender Kyler Conda wrecked with Andy Soul in the backstretch, ending the season for both drivers at 5th in points for Conda and 8th in points for the Honey Badger, Andy Soul. About a third the way into the race, a spin in turn 3 caused a big crash that caught up the points leader, Jim Franklin, and ended his championship hopes and dropped him to 3rd in the final points tally. The race itself came down to 2 Yakima favorites, with defending champ Buck Knoll Jr. and semi-retired longtime driver Eric Hargraves racing hard to see who would reach the victory circle. There were other spins and cautions, of course. It was a full moon. One of those cautions involved Toyota driver Andy Beeman. That led to him finishing only 11th for the night and 4th in points for the season. This left Buck Knoll Jr. and leader of the Mid-Columbia Rookie Challenge, Doug Poyer, to battle for the championship. Doug finished 5th with yet another Rookie of the Race award, while Bucky battled with eventual race winner Hargraves to finish 2nd, which was not enough to pass the Mid-Columbia Rookie Challenge winner Poyer to repeat as Better All Auto Sales Twisted Tea West Coast Late Model Series champion for 2016. That title goes to rookie Doug Poyer, along with my congratulations on a great season. Give me another drink. Also, my congratulations go out to winner of the 2nd annual Greg Peterson Memorial 100, Eric Hargraves, whose shirt I got on that he was nice enough to let me have. You know, it'd be nice if he could come out of that semi-retirement and challenge for a points title next year in the West Coast Late Model Series. Now, this was the end of the points season for the West Coast Late Model Series, but they have one more race, another 100-lapper, as part of the Fall Classic weekend, the 1st and 2nd of October, back at Yakima Speedway in just no time. And my West Coast Late Model season pass that I still got here gets me into both days. What a deal this thing was. I will definitely be getting me another one next season if they are offered again. Most definitely. And before I go, I want to give shout outs to 4 other drivers that finished in the top 10 in West Coast Late Model Series points. That would be Chad Ayers in 6th, Todd Connell in 7th, Trevor Flora in 9th, and rounding out the top 10, Eric Lee. Also, thank you to all of the drivers that showed up at each and every race to keep the car counts very respectable for the entire season. I hope to see you all next year for as many races that you can make. Well, let's see. That's about it for this week. Evergreen had rally cars last weekend and wound up their season Saturday night with a bunch of stock car races and figure 8 races. Also, the Northwest Pro 4 trucks will be winding up their season there. But I've decided to head to South Sound Speedway and enjoy the extra late model and mini stock races added due to last week's rainout, as well as the scheduled 100-lap super late model race, and cheer Tommy Elston to his first South Sound Speedway victory. Well, I hope to, because that's what I do, being a race fan and being Stock Car Scott. That and this little show that I do about motorsports, I like to call In the Pits. So join me here on the YouTube every Wednesday, same Stock Car time, same Stock Car channel, to hopefully enjoy what I have to offer. You know, when I feel like it. I appreciate everyone watching. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. And because of a race fan that informed me his little nephew sits in his lap and enjoys the show with him. Hey, little nephew. And because of that, I promise to viewers I will always try to keep it clean so anyone can watch. Thank you, Austin. Go watch the dang race. There's still a bunch to watch on TV and online, but only a couple more, just a couple more weekends of racing here live locally. So go on, go see a race. Go on.